Hey guys, what's going on? It's Melanisha with Just Homesteading. It's been a while since I posted a video of my little one. Just walked into the kitchen. I've missed a few days of the Every Bit Counts challenge, but I have done some catching up this weekend. Yesterday I canned green beans, and today we are going to be canning salsa. But before I get to the salsa, I have these garlic scapes that have been in my fridge for a little while now that I really want to process and get put into the freezer. So these garlic scapes, if you grow garlic, you already know what they are, but they just come up out of the middle of the stem in the garlic plant, and it's where the seed would come from. And I already cut that part off, but they have a very faint garlic flavor. Some people will just saute these just like this and eat them. Our favorite way to use them is to wash them and chop them up and make a compound butter. So that's what I'm going to do today. It's a quick and easy way to preserve your garlic scapes. You could also dehydrate them and turn them into powder. You could just chop them and freeze them and add them to, different meals. So they have a great flavor, and we really enjoy them. My daughter likes them. She really likes when I make the compound butter, and I also make a fresh loaf of bread. I don't think I'm going to have time to do that today because I have salsa to get done, and I still have about, maybe 3 bushels of apples in here that I need to process. I mean, the apples are fine. They'll if I don't get to them this week, then I will probably move them down into the root cellar. But they're holding up really good in my kitchen. So I'm gonna wash these, chop them, and then I'll show you how I mix them together. And I have a bunch this time, and these are from one of our local farmers, because if you've been watching my videos, you know that my garlic did not do well this year, so I didn't get enough garlic scapes to make compound butter. So I'm pretty sure I ended up just chopping them and adding them to different dishes that I was cooking. So I'm gonna wash these really quick, chop them up, and then I will show you how I mix them with the butter. So I'm all done chopping my scapes, and as you can see, they're just roughly chopped. So normally I would just do garlic scapes, butter, and a little pinch of salt, but since I have so many garlic scapes this year, I'm going to make 2 different types. So I'm going to do just a regular garlic scape compound butter, and then I'm going to do a garlic scape rosemary compound butter. So it's really simple. You just take your butter, and I only use a pinch of salt because I'm using salted butter. And I bet this tastes even better for people who make their own butter at home. So I don't use any measurements, I just eyeball it until it looks right. And this is rosemary that I dried from the garden. So you can do whatever combination you want based on the herbs that you have in your garden or the herbs that you have access to. Rosemary is just one of my favorites. Actually, so I'm adding another stick of butter because I've added a lot of scapes in here. And I didn't take enough butter out of the fridge to get soft, so I'm going to have to take out some more to finish the rest of the sticks of compound butter. Yeah, so and I use these, you know, we'll toast some bread and spread it on there. You can cook with it. I mean, there's so many uses for this, and it lasts in the freezer for a long time. And I usually leave mine in the freezer because we don't use it fast enough and I don't want it to spoil. And I just cut off pieces as I need it. Okay, and I actually need this butter to get a little bit softer for me to finish mixing this. And I might actually add one more stick, but this is what it looks like so far. Okay, so I'm gonna let this sit so my butter can get a little bit softer. And then I will show you how I wrap these up in parchment paper for the freezer. So, all done mixing my compound butter. It's a lot easier to do when your butter is really soft. And I'm actually going to use some of this for my lunch today. Classic grilled cheese. This chaos, this is what my house sounds like on most days. But classic grilled cheese and tomato soup. So I'm just gonna spread this on the bread. And I'm making two because I have a feeling that my daughter's gonna want one too. And I've already turned the griddle on my stove, so I'm just gonna set these on there. And then as far as storing your compound butter, you just grab a piece of parchment paper. What you end up with, and then you just kind of roll it into a log. And you can make it as thick or as thin as you want. I like it to do a little bit thinner so that way it's easier to cut. the ends. And that's it. So, and you can just put it in a freezer bag and put it in your freezer. And I've had this last for up to a year. We usually eat it by then. And you could also wrap it in saran wrap. It doesn't really matter if you use parchment paper or saran wrap. But that's it. Yes, I probably have about maybe 3 or 4 more of these to make. I'm not going to record myself making all of them, but this is a great use for your garlic scapes if you are needing a way to preserve them. So, as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.